Behind the walls of the luxurious estate on the island, there is a tile shop impregnated with the smell of chlorine and iron. Here, Epstein, dressed in a rubberized apron, personally checks the freshness of the new batch. Little shadows are squeezing around the corners. Their eyes are sewn with rough, harsh threads so that they do not see their tormentors. On huge steel hooks hang gnawed remains, which sadistic cooks turn into exquisite delicacies for the elite. Jeffrey cuts off a piece of tender flesh and eats it raw, enjoying the screams that still echo in his head. He believes that eating innocence gives him physical immortality and power over time. The floors here are always slippery from a mixture of blood and tears, which slaves do not have time to wash away. You understand that the shadows in the corners are not children, but what is left of them after endless cycles of violence. Each of your movements is recorded by hidden cameras built into the empty eye sockets of hanging carcasses. You are the next ingredient in the menu that never ends.
Inside the private plane, the walls are upholstered with leather, which on closer inspection turns out to be human. There are shackles hidden under the seats, on which shreds of children's hair and dried lymph are still visible. Epstein sits in the pilot's chair, but the plane is controlled not by mechanics, but by the collective agony of those locked in the luggage compartment. You hear a quiet cry under your feet, turning into a crunch of breaking bones. Jeffrey forces the victims to play hide and seek, where the losers are served to the table at a height of 10,000 meters. The windows of the plane are painted with black paint so that no one can see how the wings turn into bony hands. Every sip of champagne in this salon tastes like bitter salt and copper. When the plane is landing, you realize that the landing gear is released directly into the gap of the island. You are locked in a steel cage with a monster who considers violence the highest form of art. Instead of music, the looped wheezing of the last victim is heard from the speakers. Under the famous temple with blue stripes, there is a multi-level flesh farm. Epstein leads you through narrow corridors, where in the niches there are cans with spirited organs of special children. He proudly shows you the altar on which acts of abuse are committed before the body goes into processing. Here, violence is not just a whim, but a way of collecting adrenochrome, which Jeffrey drinks straight from his veins. The walls pulsate from hidden mechanisms that pump life out of little prisoners. You see small palms hitting the armored glass of the sealed chambers. There is a heavy smell of decomposition in the air, mixed with expensive perfume. Epstein whispers that the souls of these children now live in his cages, nourishing his eternal youth. When the light goes out, thousands of little ghostly hands begin to reach out to you from the darkness, trying to drag you into their cages. You understand that there is no way out of this underground crypt. In the secret room behind the false wall, thousands of cassettes with markings are stored, which make the blood freeze. Each recording has documented torture and moments when life leaves the child's eyes. Epstein makes you watch these videos, commenting on every detail with the enthusiasm of a gourmet. In one of the videos, you see politicians and stars who greedily eat a person together with the owner of the island. The TV screen begins to leak, turning into sticky black bile, flooding the floor. Jeffrey laughs, and his laughter merges with screams from the film, creating a symphony of madness. You understand that these records are his insurance, his way of keeping the whole world on a chain of dirt and blood. Your own eyes start to burn, as if they were being burned from the inside for what you saw. Suddenly, your face appears on the screen, and Epstein's voice says, "It's your turn to become a legend." The cassette begins to rotate at breakneck speed, pulling your reality into an endless loop of pain. In the main hall of the estate, there is a closed auction, where the lots are children pumped up with drugs. Epstein acts as an auctioneer, describing the taste and endurance of each child. Buyers in gold masks of pigs place bets, handing over blood-stained checks to each other. You see a little girl in a white dress standing on a pedestal while Jeffrey tastes her skin. When the price reaches its maximum, the child is taken to the slaughterhouse right in front of the rejoicing crowd. The hall is filled with the sounds of chanting and crunching when the main course of the evening is served. You try to run, but guests in pig masks block your way, licking bloody lips. Epstein announces you as a special gift for the winner of the auction. Golden masks begin to melt, merging with the faces of the guests into a single mass of flesh and greed. You understand that you got to the feast of the gods, who feed exclusively on human grief.